Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Virginie and I am an interior designer. I love co-creating homes with my clients, spaces that are beautiful, functional and tailored to support their everyday lives while reflecting their unique personalities. That goes from consulting to guiding them through the entire renovation process. I also assist foreigners who wish to purchase and renovate properties in Italy, guiding them through the entire process, which can be challenging to follow from a distance. In this channel, I will discuss home and renovation, providing tips and ideas to help you create the house of your dreams, a place you can't wait to return to and where you can find and be yourself. Remember, these are general suggestions. They can't replace the personalized advice tailored specifically to you. So only take what indeed resonates with you now and let go of the rest. Today, I would like to touch on a light yet important topic when it comes to decorating your home. It's cushions. They are small details, yes, but they can make a huge difference, adding personality, comfort, and warmth to any space. Of course, arranging cushions with intention, rather than just tossing them around, will totally change the look of your room in terms of style and elegance. So let's see how to use them. But before we dive in, if you love everything about home and renovation, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more tips and inspirations. And don't forget to hit the like button, it really helps the channel and means a lot to me. We will mainly use cushions on sofas, armchairs, benches, bed, and for the lucky ones, even on low windowsills. Let's see how to choose and arrange them in each case. Start from the armrest and move toward the center. Begin with the larger cushions, then add the smaller one and finish, if you have them, with some that have a special shape or texture. You can cover the whole sofa, but if you want the room to feel more spacious, keep the cushions mainly on the end. Symmetry gives your mind a sense of calm and order. That's why arranging your cushions symmetrically is always a safe and elegant choice. In this case, buy your cushions in pairs and create the same composition on both ends, starting with the larger ones. Square cushions are usually the most versatile. They work with any sofa and any style. That doesn't mean you can use other shapes. In fact, adding a different shape cushions in the middle can make the composition more dynamic and intriguing. Symmetry can sometimes feel too predictable. If you prefer a more vibrant look, opt for an asymmetrical style, where you have fewer cushions, using slightly larger ones or choose brighter colors to maintain visual balance even without symmetry. If your sofa has a chaise longue, perfect symmetry won't work. The shape itself is already asymmetrical. To balance the look, you can add one or two extra cushions on the side without the chaise, or use larger, brighter ones there to even out the visual weight. With a corner sofa, symmetry usually works best. Place a pair of cushions, one larger and one smaller, to each armrest. In the middle corner, you have two options. Add 3 cushions, repeating the side combination, but doubling the smaller one and placing them toward each armrest for perfect balance. Or you can choose a few unique cushions that echo the colors or textures of the side ones, maintaining harmony while adding a touch of personality. For the correct number of cushions to put, here are a couple of simple rules. Odd numbers usually look better. Just like in styling surfaces, odd numbers create rhythm and visual movement, so go for 3, 5 or 7 rather than even sets. Even if you don't fill the whole back of the sofa, aim for 1 or 2 more cushions than the number of seats. For instance, a 2-seater sofa looks great with 3 cushions, either all on one side or 2 on one side and 1 on the other. That is where the magic really happens. Always start with the color palette of your room and stay consistent with it here as well. Cushions can match your sofa for a tone-on-tone look. You can play with different saturation to keep it lively. Alternatively, choose a contrasting color, perhaps one from your accent chair or artwork. In that case, use the color again elsewhere in the room to create balance and visual harmony. As for materials, there are not strict rules. It's all about the feeling you want to create. You can even switch them by season: velvet and wool for winter, cotton and linen for summer. When mixing patterns, choose different scales. For example, one with a larger design and one smaller, so they don't compete. When patterns are very different, stripes and florals, for example, identify at least one unifying element, for instance color, to tie them together. I'm talking about how to mix different fantasies here, and I'll leave you the link in the description box below. Don't overdo it. Usually one cushion is enough, especially on a small chair. 2 can work too, as long as they are in different sizes. A simple approach works well in this case. Benches often have a minimalist look, too many cushions can clutter the space. For windowsills, you don't want to block the view. Follow the same tips from the sofa section, using square cushion and avoiding fancy shapes. Decorating your bed with cushions adds elegance, warmth, and that luxurious finished look. Yes, it takes a bit of effort to remove and replace them every day, but it's totally worth it when you see the result. Start with your pillows. Whether you use a traditional bedspread or a duvet cover, you have few options. Keep the pillows horizontal under the bedspread if you use one. Stack 2 on top of each other, folding the cover if needed, as you would with a sheet. Place them vertically against the headboard. The choice is obviously a personal one, which will not influence the decoration with the cushions. Once you have placed the pillows, you can play with several setups. 2 50-15 cushions leaning against the pillows, plus one 40-40 centimeters in the center. Against 2 50-15 cushions, followed one rectangular cushions. Or 260 for 60, then 250 for 15, and then 140 for 40 in the center. 260 for 60 with 250 for 50 and the rectangular one at the front. These are the most common layouts. How to choose? Principally based on practicality. They all look great when colors, materials and patterns are well balanced. So pick the one you like best and that you can easily redo every morning. When choosing, consider the color of your bed frame and bedspread or duvet cover. As always, stay within your chosen palette and you have three main options. Tone-on-tone cushions in the same color as your bedspread or duvet, but with different saturation. Contrast cushions in completely different color for a bolder effect. Mixed, one raw in contrast and one tone-on-tone. This adds rhythm and depth. Whatever you choose, play with tones and saturation to avoid a flat composition. As for patterns, keep this in mind. For particularly patterned bedspread or duvet color, select simple cushions, perhaps even plain. If the bedspread is solid, feel free to have fun with prints and textures. As I said for the sofa's cushions, you can mix different patterns, paying attention to their scales. Cushions are small details, but they have the power to completely change the mood of a room, adding balance, energy and comfort in just the right measure. I hope you found the video helpful and enjoyable. If you did, let me know with a thumbs up and in the comment below. Feel free to share this video with anyone who might be interested. I'd be honored and it really helps the channel grow. If your home or even just a part of it doesn't feel like it truly reflects you, don't wait any longer and book your consultancy today. You can find my contacts in the description box below. And if you haven't already, remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.